It's going to be an early rotation from Big. Once they hear the utility, they're going to send players over towards A. 4 players standing over here now for the CT side. Tizian has taken significant damage, but he is the rifler, and the flash is good from Xantares. That allows him to get the kill, even though he's low in health. Down onto Rain, Karrigan and Olofmeister. It's an absolute sweep. Certainly in a much better situation. Kscerato is at the bottom of the vent. Honda up at Squeaky Door. Figure out the timing on this. Oh, Honda gets peeked by Heap. He turns back and finds him, and Kscerato, instead of committing up the ladder, he decides to drop down. And that, in doing that, the action confirms the round loss. Micro. I love how they're just all dropping on him, trying to get these kills. holk has been, he's gone for a few risks so far today. Definitely been making it entertaining, but eventually will die. And Heap now walking into Kscerato, who is getting a lot of stats out of this, and now if he turns it into a 1v1, I do worry a little bit, but luckily Freiburg keeping him at bay for the meantime. Kscerato hasn't been able to get the kill. Eventually, well, runs to the bomb, but not enough time. They would have thrown that round away. Imagine, Alex, imagine they lose that round, and that's how they lose the game.
I'm up to this clear bomb site, but now that it's into the clutch scenario, I'm sure it will be silent in the team speak. Tizian trying to see if he can find a kill. Nice angle on the edge of the smoke. Brokey not able to force the trade, and he eventually does so with the deagle. Up to Searson, but he also hits the deck. Brokey with 2 important frags. He was the player that our analyst pointed out in the pre-game, and he showed up to give FaZe an all-important early round.
What is this game? So back and forth. The pistol round win for FaZe. They lose the follow-up, and now they're right back on the board again. It comes down to that play from Big. They go down secret. They walk into the B site. Twist gets one, but it's Karrigan that delivers the impact kills on the deagle. Forces Big to go up, and they make the right call, but it's just Brokey getting those picks in towards main. That's what you need to do, really. At the end of the day, like every player interview that anybody's ever give, just hit your shots, play your game. You need to start to worry about this one, Fury. They're losing a lot of damage, and a couple of players now down to half HP or below. And Yuri, he's the one player that has got health, and he's the player you're looking for to step up. But holzer's still at back garage, just waiting for his chance, waiting for Yuri to overextend. And here goes holzer with that M4. Finally gives away his position, doesn't get anything out of it. Lucky Lekro taking 3. That's incredible from Lekro. 4 kills from the scout delivered out of nowhere. And that's Dignitas getting a hero round.
Oh, it looks like he must have lined up a 2-for-1 initially that put him in that position where he could land the follow-up shots, where he was able to pick apart those players one by one. Must have been an unfortunate lineup for Furia. This was the first shot from Twist. Even that was impressive, but oh no, it wasn't a 2-for-1. It was just a wallbang initially, and then the players were softened up by Twist, so he lands the body shots.
Now to come up the vent. He's looking now into the A site, looking to bolster the defense between him and Yuri. And they know they're trying to get into garage. Yuri spotted 2, could get more out of it. Yuri with a 3K, bomb down. Art looking to secure it for Furia. The bomb lies on the floor. Yuri taken out of play by the HE, and Art turns around, unable to get the kill, and might just be still alive here for Dignitas. It's suddenly all on to Vinny. 1 versus 2, low HP on holzerk and Heap. If Vinny is to do it, he would only need a couple of bullets. First opportunity is there. holzerk taken out, and now it is just Heap. Open hand, 25 seconds left, has to get the bomb, has to walk into Vinny, and Vinny closes it for Furia. 19-7. Close angle, difficult to clear, but Vinny, not a bad kill to draw first blood of the game so far for Vinny. Up until that point yet to get a kill, but with this time gone, the round's already lost, and he's just hanging around to his death, and Yuri's down here as well. So just looking to take everybody down, at least do that, and I don't think Yuri's going to get away. So it is going to be Dignitas. He does get away. Just somehow got beyond the doorway quickly enough. So good stuff from Yuri hanging around that.
2 AK is going to be not clearing this. Actually reads the 3rd one in.
Hard done by. Nothing more disappointing than the 3rd person checking after you show trigger discipline. However, Oscar, quick on the trigger there. Makes things difficult, and with 10 seconds left, they just need to get that bomb plant in. And Oscar is just stinning the herd. Bomb plant down, 1 versus 2. It's all on Reitz.
It's gone pear-shaped. AGO thought they could challenge Oscar, but Oscar once again showing the goods. Now they're just trying to isolate exactly where Reitz is going to be. No kit, so they're going to have to accelerate, but they're clearing out all these positions. A double op is going to be a nightmare fuel. Oscar should be able to bring up the 20 with his kill, but he misses. Reitz now is going to be dancing around Oscar with a no-scope again. Is there time? I don't think so.
So
He's
close.
sticking it, so
He must
say
have
he's
it by a
pretty
second.
confident.
Surely by a second. It's ticking all the way down to the wire, but he's just...
He's in mid, and there were 3 players here last time for Furia. This time around, they're going to be able to back off, it looks like. Nice nade on Keto.
He's just pushing through anyway. It's already smoked off, and he's like, no, I'm going to do a Tizzy and jumping in. Again, this is really the Counter-Strike circus now up here. Art is going to get a couple of kills. Tizian still running with a MAC-10. He's going to go down. Now it's a 1 versus 2, and Art will close it out. A quad kill for him with the AK-47. And, I mean, still from Big, that is an amazing push. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, nice timing on that. Tizian with an incredible spray. The Molotov was down, and they just ran through. They didn't really have any safety.
B site, and in doing so, it's often so impossible to win these rounds on ops, but Twist is going to use it like a rifle. No scope into Keto, but this time is ticking. They need the kills, and Twist is doing enough work to turn it into the 1v1. Down to the time now. Pressure ticking for Brokey. Searson once again, ice in his veins as he holds back into short, and the round, it's a replica of a round times ago. It's Searson that comes on top of the battle, and Big will tie up the scoreline. Oh, these rounds are just so...
You can just kind of depend on him to get his job done. Again, Neofrag loves his aggression. Will actually decide to go a bit more aggressive with it this time, directly up against the smoke. Might even be flashed in, which is going to be incredibly risky with 3 players holding. Won't be able to blind them all up, thankfully, and he just mows them down then. A 4th man not allowed to try and hunt them, and he actually wants to go back in, looking for potentially the ace for himself, and Tizian might just bring it his way.
No HP, I think I'd rather he...
It's a very random round to do this sort of stuff. Again, MIBR really don't know what they're doing. And oh, good God, the body's fling on out towards middle. Bolt will find the first. Rallen sees the shadow, has to go huge. Yell will test him, but Furlan in with a second as well. All of a sudden flips on its head. Bolt in with a response. It's a 3v3 scenario. Bolt again. A second. Reed is low. And now, MIBR, maybe a bit of success here towards middle as they stick with numbers. But, oh, this is perfect. Reed's only good for 1. Viku 1v2, but the flank in play.
And it's just like the blender there in middle. 1 pole falls and just more keeps swinging. But now Fiku will be the last man up to the task, and Bolts will deal him a firm head.
Tizian was creeping through the temple the entire time. They had no idea he should be here for the finish now on Zedko as well, who somehow stayed alive behind this smoke and even comes away with 1 more kill. This is actually super winnable right now for Big, and I don't know how no kills are found by B-Stick. It's all on Neofrag, and he makes it happen. The 1-on-3 manages to isolate every single one of those fights somehow while coming out of a single choke point.
Straight 2v2 over on the B side of things. B-Stick making sure ladder room is clear. A little bit of time left. 1 molly, 2 flashes. Where do they look to go? Clean headshot from B-Stick onto Tizian, and now Xantara's low on HP. Has to swing. Nice shot for 1, but he's quickly traded down. They bought themselves a bomb site, and they've bought themselves a plant as well. Extra economy of nothing else into the 1v1. Oscar with the AWP up against the AK of Keto. He looks to shut this one down. The timings are awkward, though. He doesn't quite catch the man. Looks to re-peek in and hits his shot. The rifle buys exchanged back and forth now. Sinners have their 9th. He's going to try and contest, and actually manages to deny the bomb plant through the smoke as well. Can't quite find the second flick onto Keto, but Xantara is pushing the issue. He's been spotted in the corner of that smoke. B-Stick finds him, and Sinners looking for the recovery here. 2-on-3. Searson takes the dink to trade and quick scopes for the next. It's all onto B-Stick. They know exactly where he is. They swing into him as 2, but he gets both on the spray down. The low HP of the AWP is punished. The shots not quite connecting. And well, that was the last. Personal deals with the first. The man advantage back there for now for the CT side of Sinners. And 2 players tucked into Temple. Keto on the backstab. Low HP bars ahead of him. Does manage to get the first. Needs a little bit more than that, though, as Searson does connect on the scout, and Zedko this time in the 1v2. Isolates the first man, knows there's somebody deep towards CT. Smoke goes out onto the bomb. Isolates Searson again and sprays him down, and now just going to look to stick this bomb behind it. The M4 picked up by Keto. Is it good enough on the spray? It isn't! 15 for Sinners, a ninja defuse inside the smoke, and the punishment pick at the end. 1 round away from finishing this map in style, and Sinners I mean, they are just clutching everything at the moment.
Come up to this clear bomb site, but now that it's into the clutch scenario, I'm sure it will be silent in the team speak. Tizian trying to see if he can find a kill. Nice angle on the edge of the smoke. Brokey not able to force the trade, and he eventually does so with the deagle. Up to Searson, but he also hits the deck. Brokey with 2 important frags. He was the player that our analyst pointed out in the pre-game, and he showed up to give FaZe an all-important early round.
What is this game? So back and forth, the pistol round win for FaZe, they lose the follow-up, and now they're right back on the board again. Comes down to that play from Big, they go down secret, they walk into the B site, Twist gets one, but it's Carrigan that delivers the impact kills on the deagle. Forces Big to go up, and they make the right call, but it's just Brokey getting those picks in towards main. That's what you need to do, really. At the end of the day, like every player interview that anybody's ever give, just hit your shots, play your game. And FaZe Club